Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Miasin, and today we're back with Simon He and Hansel, who both managed to get top 32 at YCS Costa Rica. What's good, guys?
Hey, we played pretty much the exact same deck apart from one card.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
All right, let's get right into this. Do you have any shoutouts before we begin?
Oh, yeah. Marcus?
Yeah.
Marcus, our testing partner.
Yeah, Mark.
Hyperion testing partner.
Mark.
Max Carisi.
Yes. Best player ever?
It's debatable.
Gamer's Choice, James Chow, and Jake Ellis from back home for providing me with the cards.
Fantastic. All right, yeah, sure. Let's get right into it.
Just the standard tier stuff. Three Merly, 3 Sharon, 2 Rhino, and 3 Halfness. I only have 2 because I want to keep it 40. I think 2 is fine now.
Okay.
That wasn't the card that you took out. You took out the Guido, no?
Yeah, I took out the
yeah.
Guido, but like I just generally the ratio of 2 is okay.
And too many normal summons. That was like the issue. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like
like
drawing
6
Reno and
summons,
Meru
yeah.
it's so bad. Like drawing
multiple of
these.
these going second is like just super bad. The Ishizu stuff, this is pretty standard now. I only had 1 Agido, so I could keep it at 40 because I played the Orange Lights too. Hansel has 2 Agido. He couldn't find anything to cut.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the two Guido because the thing was that like, for this event specifically, I felt like, if I played the mirror match, the second mill, having access to 5 mill guys, going second will give me an advantage if they have a weak hand and decide to mill me, because now I can hit one of these guys and have a higher chance of hitting shuffle bad guys, tier names, Sulik, screens, and stuff like that. Also, it works well with Orange Light, it's adding more fairies, and using the hand effect for a rank 4 play. So like I can guarantee get into like a redoer or like a dweller if need be after they make their dweller. Like it just I felt like the second one was kind of needed. I honestly wanted to play the third one, but I didn't want to play 42.
Yeah, for sure. We went for Orange Light. The choices of builds were in between like mine, Orange Light, or a high bestial count like 7 to 9. We went with Orange Light. What I did because I think like the meta in Central America and like South America, it might be more based with like Rogue. Like you might see more Rogue in Swiss. So I preferred these.
Yeah.
In the main, like Bestials could be like potentially dead. Well, actually, in testing, like these were really good for you, but these were really mid for me. Like I think I resolved it once the entire tournament.
What was your matchups? Like this for the Swiss?
My matchups were all Sprite. No, sorry, like 4 Sprite and 5 Tears.
Wow.
And then 1 Exorcister, which we both lost to in top 32. Like
But not the
2-0
same guy.
Not the same guy. 2-0 within like 10 minutes.
It's funny because I lost to the Exorcister that beat him in Swiss.
Yeah.
That was my only loss in Swiss, and then I drew.
Yeah.
And then my loss in Top Cut was to Exorcister, but it was like I just didn't get to play either of those matches. I was underprepared. Like that's on me.
Yeah.
My match, like I think the deck was like super good as well. My match was more favorable than his, but like neither of us lost any tier mirrors, and I 2-0'd all my tier mirrors, and Sprite was just like more. The deck is just more like the matchup is more favored towards this as well.
Yeah.
So if we carried on playing more Sprites and tiers in the top cut, that would have been
Nice.
very nice. Yeah.
Yep.
So we have 6 Bestials, 2 Druid Worm, 1 Soronir, and 3 Magnamut. Like I actually really dislike this card going second against the mirror sometimes. Like
Dark.
yeah, there's dark. There's So if I have multiple of these, I think it's like standard to always bring out these first now.
Yes.
Sometimes when I bring this out in the mirror, I don't even activate effect. If like I've ruled out a bunch of things in the hand and Halfness could still be in the hand, and they can't really play anymore.
Yeah.
But if I activate effect and they can use Halfness, then it allows them to play. Yeah. Like if you drop this too early and they can still Field Spell pop and then Dark is it's so bad.
Yeah, I feel like you're hoping to hold this for the Field Spell pop. Like there's moments where like they'll use their Field Spell pop to either pop Kaleido Heart or their Scream. So like you look for those moments to be able to magnum efficiently.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people are doing 0 Magnamut, 0 Saronir, 1 Druid Worm, because even as a 1-of, it's searchable by your opponent's Magnamut.
Yeah, but I think you just need these cards against a mirror match, since I felt like majority of the matchups would either be like Sprite, Flunderies, and the mirror. So it's like Flunderies. This card is obviously not that good, but like if they like the only way that kind of beats you is like Statue Shifter. Shifter, at least you can put the body on board, potentially even make a rank 6. I've wallowed against Sprite. I'm not Sprite. Flu.
Flu?
Yeah,
Okay.
to take the terraforming into
Oh,
That's nice.
So nice. Yeah.
That's really
these
cool.
actually came up oddly
Yeah,
enough. Like
like-
after you beat the statue. Like the statue is obviously like priority number 1, and
Yeah.
But
The Ishizu cards are like the only reason why we can beat the statue now, because we have the field spell that we can trigger like at any point, you know.
and oddly enough, if they shift to you, you can drop a Guido, and that's a 15 body that beats over the statue. So
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. Like sometimes just having it be able to be played is kind of intense.
Yeah. Two of these. I don't know what to say about this. Like I tried one, but I still liked the second one, so that when you go first, you can search it. If you have with Kit Colors, if you have the field spell, because you later on pop it. If you don't mill
Yeah.
the second one, but when you mill the second one, it's just the nuts.
Yeah.
This is standard. This is like very standard. This is like really cool if you hit the field spell. Sometimes like when there was a game in a mirror where like he managed to stop me, and I only had a one random tier name. I think it was like Shuren, and then I just set and pass, and I had some tier stuff in hand, and the first thing he did was like pistol attack, thinking it's like Solic or Crime, which is like very very standard, and
Yeah.
then he played his field spell, and then I played this, and then I just win from there. Because
That's
like
insane, yeah.
it wasn't, whenever you set a card, they're thinking it's the traps.
The
so
traps,
they
yeah.
have to attack first. So like then they can't OTK you, which is fine.
And
Yeah.
Also, it has applications like when going first, you don't search it, but you can search it on your opponent's turn. So like you kind of rule out Mystic Mine as an option.
Yeah.
For like, because if they played during your turn, which typically happens, like you get Bestial twice, they Havness you, you know, like their options are pretty low. Being able to search this at a certain point, it's like they can't end on Sulic because this beats Sulic. They can't, if they play Mine, they can't do Mine. Like if they set Crime, if they try to go for a Crime line, they know you have this card. So like they either force to flip the Crime and not have you pitch the card, or have it shuffled back and then you progress your turn. So it's like it's actually been pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's definitely the standard now, and it's pretty
But this is the final event where this card will have to be played.
Oh, I mean, you're
Because
probably-
right after this, my Mystic Mine is going to get banned, so
Well,
this is
you
going to
figure.
change.
You
That's true.
I think I would still play. I like sometimes you just when you mill 8, you mill a trap. You mill Solic and this, and you just go so close because you Solic and then this adds back
Yeah,
Solic.
that's true. The graveyard effect for me is the only thing that came up, though. I've never like used this card as a spell, ironically.
I use it. A lot. I think also like with the Fissure, like Floodgates, and the sick part is that it doesn't pitch for cost, so like it shuffles back to Floodgate first, and then you send the card from hand. So it's like it's like perfect. It's not like
the
twin.
Fissure, yeah.
It's not like twin. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like you get to.
If anything, you might even play more of these in the side, but probably just one of these still in the main.
Yeah.
And like there were so many situations where I went first and I mill Scream, so I don't need to send Scream for Beatrice anymore. So, but you mill like the second trap, so for
Go
Beatrice
Heartbeats.
you send this
Yeah.
to get the other trap back, and the last few cards are just the standard Terraforming, Instant Fusion, and the 2 traps.
Banned.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, these are like the standard ratios now. It's pretty bad going second. So you don't really want to draw more of them going second.
I think our main deck was pretty much almost the same thing, actually.
Yeah, I think like for this event, a lot of people did go with like, we came to the same conclusion that Orange Light High Bestial's tier was probably the best. Like Orange Light, just for
Yeah.
the potential rogue that's out there. Yeah, it was like really good into the mirror, and that Sprite is pretty much free as well.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
For the extra deck, the free, tier fusions.
Wow, only one Kid Kalos.
Wait, you play 2?
Yeah, I play 2.
I don't think there was space because I feel like for this cookie cutter kind of build, like everything here was mandatory.
Yeah, I wonder what you didn't play.
I didn't play Wallow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that we should mention is that we didn't main tactics. Originally we did,
Yeah.
and we
I don't
sided
think maining
tactics.
tactics makes sense because then you mill it and your opponent wallows it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason. And going first, it's strong enough anyway, or it should be,
Yeah.
so that you don't need to strengthen your going first. You just need to like strengthen your going second. But we side it so when we go first, like we didn't. That's the reason why we have to play Wallow. So like if we mill them, and they mill like field spell, terraforming, tactics, it's just game. With
Yeah,
Wallow.
it's awful. You have to like start using your grave shufflers on your own cards and not have any. It can backfire. Yeah.
The other 3 fusions pretty standard and mandatory. The 3 links are pretty mandatory too.
Indeed.
I don't think there's anything else. Like there's been enough like tier Ishizu deck profiles now that this is like there's no
this
need
is-
to explain this. We just explain the stuff that might need explaining. Beatrice, absolutely ridiculous.
It's unfair.
Wallow, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because like this card, not only does it take stuff, it can potentially become big enough to be over things that can't be affected by things.
So a funny thing about Wallow is that ironically it can indirectly be an out to Avramax if
Yeah.
you have Wallow and you go like a big normal summon or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Even Scream can out Avramax. You can tribute summon like a Bestial and then Avramax loses 500 then you crash the Bestial.
When I first played Tier, I didn't play this card, but that was like complete mistake. This card is absolutely ridiculous. It helps you dodge Bestials when you like banish it.
Yeah.
And you can trigger whatever was attached to it, or trigger Shuren that was attached to this. Against like other matchups that like isn't the mirror, you tend to bring out this as a level as a rank 4 a lot more.
Because it gives you a Zeus line. If you go first and they're able to like to crack your board, like you have a potential Zeus line with Redoer because it's gonna dodge at least once, and then that's Zeus right there. Like you don't necessarily have to fusion against like Rogue. You don't have to like play around with the Bistio. Like if you're trying to protect yourself from Zeus, protect yourself from like getting blown out. You can. This card is for me. This card and Zeus are like partners in crime. Like they always come out together. But, yeah.
And then the final 3, which is again very standard: Dweller, Zeus, and Baguska.
Yep.
Also
Fantastic.
This is nice.
For the side deck, we have 3 tactics. This is pretty much what we only sided in going first against Sprite and Tier. 2 Twin Twisters. Like I would have loved to fit like a third or like maybe a second Heartbeat, but there was no space in here. This is for like all the other stuff like Flu, Exorcist.
Yeah, because like they have 2 back rows, so you just do draw phase twin and that's it.
We have 3 bells, which goes in versus the mirror going second, and also Sprite going second.
And also
Exorcist, yeah.
Yeah,
Like the going second pattern is like you side out. The interesting thing is, I tried different siding patterns than him. Like he was telling me to side out Crime and Orange Lights, all 3 of them go second, and side in these 4. But for like the different matchups against the mirror, I kept in 2 to 3 Orange Lights. I did like different variations in my mirrors, and sided out more what's it called, Scream, sided out like a Merly and things like that to accommodate just as many going second cards, like stopping Dweller, just stopping them dead.
Yeah, I agree. I changed my siding pattern like midday after that conversation. Needed Orange Light.
Luckily I never played Flu, so this didn't come up for me.
Yeah, I played 1.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just for that pretty much. And
well, luckily we went with a smaller package. I think that was like a big key. Like I know prior, like a lot of people were playing like a big package. Yeah. So like imagine instead of playing the twins, because like I feel like the twins were facilitated like other people have like set rotation. Third
so that is
zombie
just
world. So
too
it's
much for Flu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like that's what kind of like got cut because of like knowing our matchups what would be like here.
and 3 Dark Holes, which is just
Nice.
works against everything. Gets
Nice.
Sprite against Flu.
Mystic Mine.
Yeah, just anything, and triggering your own names as well. Just MVP, like went in, like going second against a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. Also, yeah, mine Dark Hole, like almost like all rogue matchups. You just Dark Hole. It's like
Exorcister?
It's all Dark Hole. Dark Hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we had a really good tournament. I just wish we played more mirrors and Sprite because we were quite comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Exorcisters, like if you get shifted and then
It is what it
you
is.
can't make Baguska, like I got swifted. Like just 10 minutes, he went first. I opened. He doesn't have shifter, but he has the Exorcist
Yeah.
stuff. And I opened 3 Bestials. This is another reason why I didn't want to do like 7 to 9 Bestials
Yeah.
for this event. 3 Bestials, 1 Scream, and 1 Orange Light. Without
Okay.
a discard, obviously. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pack. And game 2, he shifters, and I can't make Baguska. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
It's over.
This tournament's done for. Well, still managed to make it all the way to top 32, so huge congrats to you guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely killed it. And the next YCS is going to be a big W, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're partners for Vegas.
Let's go. Oh, that's going to be a stacked team.
Yeah.
Let's go. I can't wait. All right, well, thank you guys so much for the deck profile again. Huge shout-outs to both of you guys. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.